Hi, how are you, fellas? This is Day from daydreamaustin.com. I hope you're doing well today. This message is specifically for you, okay? If you're interested in a personal reading, daydreamaustin.com/store, or check me out on Patreon for collective readings and a book club, okay? I picked up some really interesting messages for you. I don't really need the cards, but I'm just going to use them. So, one of the first messages that has come through really strongly the last few days is that you absolutely need to pay attention to your health. Be very mindful of your health, how you're feeling. If there's a particular area of your body that is troubling you, right? Go and see a professional, go get some help. So, for those of you who are followers of Ifa Orisha tradition, the Ifa reading of the year came down, and one of the warnings was for men specifically that there's a possibility for premature death and the need to really pay attention, right, to the warnings that you receive, not just from your body, but you were also being admonished to listen to the women in your life. So, for those of you who have, girlfriends, wives, moms, sisters that kind of nag you from time to time to take care of yourself, listen to them this year. Okay, listen to them. We're not always just nagging you. We have some really good, information sometimes if you guys will listen. So, really listen to that, right? But also pay attention to how you're feeling. And this includes your intuition because some of you will be able to avoid accidents and some really harmful experiences by paying attention to your intuitive senses, okay? So that's number one. Another message I actually just got before I started recording is be careful of riding dirty, right? Be careful of being out and having illegal substances on your person. I heard something about an arrest in response to someone being caught with illegal substances, okay? And be mindful of being around other people who are carrying things and then you end up getting in trouble because of that. I also picked up that you absolutely need to be careful of getting caught up in really toxic relationships. Somebody watching this has the potential to get caught up with someone that is wicked, like a horrible person, and then something happens where you're tethered to this person. It could be like having a child with them or something like that that tethers and binds you to someone that you end up finding out you do not like. You don't even like them at the core of their being. So be careful of rushing into things, right? Taking quick impulsive actions and following your baser instincts. Really pay attention to the character of people and again your intuitive senses, guys, because y'all have it too. Pay attention to your intuitive senses because it can lead you away from someone who can end up bringing your life down. The last message before the cards. A lot of men spend a lot of time in their mental processes, right, in their head, and that is part of masculine energy. That's just it, like the planning, looking at things from all angles, really going over everything, and that's really cool. That's one of the things I appreciate about the masculine energy. But we're all encouraged and we're all being encouraged to start to bring together the two sides of ourselves, the two sides of our brains, the masculine and the feminine, right? So if you're someone that spends a lot of time here and it leads to analysis paralysis, in some instances, the divine is encouraging you to drop down into your heart space, not to your baser instincts, right? Or your little head. Not always here, not always there, but right here. What do you feel about things? Are you feeling that you need to go towards something? Are you feeling that you need to move away? Are you feeling that you need to take this chance? Right? Take a leap of faith and go in a new direction. You're being called into your being, into your heart space particularly, to identify what's next for you, okay? Some cards now. Oh, wow. The two cards that came out: make peace with your past and work through grief and sorrow. Some of you are carrying so much heaviness and baggage from the past that is actually blocking your progress forward in life. And you have like these blessings that are trying to get to you, but because of what you've gone through in the past, You're blocking the blessings, right? And don't get complacent. If you're in situations where you're unhappy, right? It says if you're unhappy with something, change it. Take the steps to change it. And even if you can't, you know, make the change right away, start to take like these smaller steps so that you can free yourself from things that are just not helpful for you. For some of you, doubt is blocking your manifestations. So again, you have a blessing, you have something good that's trying to get to you. Your doubt, your fear, the things that you've gone through in the past, your grief and your sorrow are blocking you. And the last card is choose the soulful path. You're going to have opportunities coming up. When I speak of soulful, I'm talking about that heart space, right? That true soul urge. What is it that you truly want? You know within you, and it's not what other people say you should want. It's not what society says you should want or what just looks good on paper. Drop down into your being and decide what the soulful path is for you. If you are feeling this, drop one of the muscle arms down in the comments below if anything resonates. Talk to you next time, fellas. I hope this is helpful. Peace.